Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the academic procession which is about to enter the hall. And please remain standing for the Australian National Anthem. You are encouraged to join in the singing. The text of the anthem is printed on page 11 of your graduation program. Please rise.
Australians, all let us rejoice, for we are young and free. With golden soil and wealth for toil, our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains and let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to this very special event at the University of Adelaide. It's our great pleasure to have you all here today to celebrate a graduation day, and I do hope that you will take away special memories of this ceremony. My name is Diane Davidson. I am the Deputy Chancellor of the University of Adelaide, and I declare open this congregation convened for the purpose of awarding degrees. Distinguished guests, parents, relatives, friends, supporters, and of course, graduates. Welcome to this special graduation ceremony. I wish to acknowledge the Kaurna people, the original custodians of the Adelaide Plains, and the land on which all of the University of Adelaide's campuses are built, here at North Terrace as well as at the Waite, Roseworthy and Theberton. Now, graduates, this is a day when some of you will change the direction of your lives, possibly, but whatever that direction will be, I know that you will look back and reflect upon the time at the University of Adelaide with a sense of achievement, about the work you've done, the results you've achieved, but also the friends and networks you have made. And having been here many, many years ago myself in your situation, I can't tell you how rewarding it is to still have the links, the people links from that time, as well as the educational background to have had an interesting and very fulfilling career. So be proud of yourselves and what you've achieved today. Enjoy this moment. I'd now like to call on Associate Professor Michael Liebelt, the Deputy Dean of the Faculty of Engineering, Computer and Mathematical Sciences, to present the candidate for an honorary degree.
Deputy Chancellor, it gives me great pleasure to present to you Professor Neil Westy. Professor Westy has made an outstanding contribution to the profession of engineering, which has been widely recognised by his peers. Professor Westy is an Australian inventor, a visionary technologist and a distinguished researcher in the field of engineering. He's noted for having designed the first commercial microelectronic circuits to implement the now ubiquitous Wi-Fi wireless networking standard, and for authoring the textbook Principles of CMOS VLSI Design, which is used throughout the world in electrical engineering courses. He has worked in many aspects of integrated circuit design and was co-founder of Radiata Communications, which pioneered single-chip implementations of the IEEE 802.11a wireless local area network standard. Neil Westy grew up in the Riverland region of South Australia. He received a BSc in Physics in 1974, a Bachelor of Engineering and Electrical Engineering in 1976, and a PhD in 1978, all from the University of Adelaide. His specific expertise is in integrated circuit design. After completing his PhD, Neil was first employed by Bell Laboratories at Holmdel, New Jersey, where he continued work on IC design, colour graphics displays and special purpose computer architectures. He wrote the Mulga IC design suite, which demonstrated for the first time integrated IC design tools that combined design rule-free symbolic layout and fast, detailed timing simulation. This was widely exploited as a basis for developing a range of interactive IC design tools. During this time, he also co-designed a novel speech recognition chip and co-developed an innovative RAM architecture for graphics display use. During a sabbatical at Duke University and the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, he initiated a CMOS design course that in turn was the basis for the first text on CMOS design. In its third edition, 25 years later, it remains a bestseller as an undergraduate text and reference. The book Principles of CMOS VLSI Design, A Systems Perspective has been the text of choice in over 600 institutions around the world and has been translated into many languages, including Japanese and Greek. After returning to Bell Laboratories and being promoted to department head, Neil Westy built a research department specialising in IC design and novel computer architecture. He then joined Symbolics in Cambridge, Massachusetts, to head a team designing a single-chip Lisp computer. This was successfully completed with the world's first completely integrated Lisp microprocessor. Moreover, a new set of highly integrated IC tools was developed under his leadership. He then co-founded an IC design company that used these tools to complete complex custom IC designs for many US companies. In 1995, he returned to Australia as Professor of Microelectronic Systems at Macquarie University. Here he concentrated on wireless IC design for the IEEE 802.11a draft standard. In 1997, he co-founded the company Radiata Communications, which went on to design one of the first fully integrated chipsets for the IEEE 802.11a standard. This included a single CMOS chip 5 GHz transceiver, the descendant of which is still the best performing chip in the market today. Westy personally led the design of all of the digital circuits for the RF chip and led the modem chip design and designed the high-speed digital to analog converters for that chip. Cisco Systems acquired Radiata in 2001 in what has come to be the most successful private equity event in Australian business history. Westy continued to work for Cisco until 2004. In 2005, he left Cisco Systems and founded an angel investment and technology R&D company. He invested in a number of startups, including Widentify, a company developing long-range RFID location tags. During his commercial career in Australia, Neil Westy continued as an adjunct at Macquarie University, leading the supervision of PhD students and funding research in the area of silicon germanium millimetre wave IC design. In addition, he frequently gave guest lectures at the University of Sydney and the University of New South Wales. On a yearly basis, he supervised a number of students in their final year projects from the Universities of Sydney and New South Wales, having first taught them the basics of CMOS IC design on the Cadence suite of tools. He personally intervened to obtain Cadence tool for the Universities of Adelaide, Sydney, New South Wales and Newcastle at US university rates. His leadership has thus made a significant impact on IC education and the design community in Australia. Neil was invited to sit on an Australian government committee in 2002 which oversaw grants to small technology companies. He became chairman of that group and as a result joined the AusIndustry Innovation Research and Development Board, where he oversaw a number of government innovation support programs and consulted in industry development policy. During this time, he mentored many small Australian technology startups. He gave many talks on the innovation process and the Radiata story. He is a Fellow of the Institute of Electrical and Electronic Engineers and a Fellow of the Australian Academy of Technological Sciences and Engineering. He was the initial co-inductee into the Macquarie University Innovation Hall of Fame and is an inductee into the Piercy Foundation Hall of Fame, an award recognising lifetime contributions to the Australian IT industry. In summary, at Bell Laboratories he pioneered seminal developments in integrated circuit design tools which became an industry standard for development and commercialisation of specialised computer ICs and systems on a chip for wireless communication. He is highly regarded for the dissemination and promotion of IC design and technology in what has become a standard textbook on the topic. Neil Westy has 14 US patents to his name, including a number of methods for doing wireless communications in CMOS integrated circuits. Neil Westy is an adjunct professor of the University of Adelaide and continues to foster industrial collaboration between his semiconductor technology company NHEW Proprietary Limited and the University of Adelaide. He was honoured with a fellowship of the IEEE for his contributions to custom IC design and is a peer-elected member of the IEEE Solid State Circuit Society. Neil Westy has demonstrated outstanding and consistent leadership at the very frontier of telecommunications and microelectronics. I'm very pleased and proud to present to you, Deputy Chancellor, for admission to the degree of Doctor of Engineering honoris causa, Professor Neil Westy.
May I officially introduce this afternoon's orator, Professor Neil Westy.
Righto. Deputy Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor and President, distinguished guests, members of staff, especially graduates and graduate families. First of all, thank you for inviting me here today. But actually, before I continue, I have to confess that despite being awarded 3 degrees from this esteemed institution, This is the first graduation ceremony that I've ever attended. So better late than never, right? The second thing I'd like to do is to congratulate all the new graduates on their achievements that have culminated in this day in ceremony. So when I was thinking about what to say here a couple of weeks ago, the TV was going in the background and a news snippet flashed on. Australian CEOs say university degrees aren't worth it. It's better to join a company and learn on the job, or words to that effect. What complete balderdash. Now, I don't think for a moment that all or even a small number of Australian CEOs believe that statement, but that's kind of the age we live in. It's the age of the soundbite, where the media is always looking for a sensational headline with which they can lead the news. Now, obviously, the statement's partially true. On-the-job experience can be a great teacher, but if that was the only way we learned, there would be no new knowledge. Where would the new knowledge come from? We'd all still be making buggy whips. As with all things, a modern society needs a balance of approaches to learning. A university education is one of those ways. So I'm here today to tell you new graduates that you're the future of this country and maybe the countries that you come from. And the learning embodied in the order of your degrees will become extremely valuable as the years pass. Now, a university degree isn't necessarily what you learn, but it's how you learn. It teaches you to approach problems and solve them. It gives you a foundation of knowledge on which to base hypotheses, extend theories and form practical solutions to new problems. So, how to use your new degrees? Well, realise that this isn't the end of your learning, but really the start. Treat every experience as a chance to learn more about your chosen field. Become a good listener. Listen to everyone. Don't judge a book by its cover. The lowliest employee in a company can have sage advice for the newcomer. Everyone has a story to tell. Listen to them and then make your own judgment about what's relevant. So let me just indulge in a personal story about this. For all of my career, and especially when I was active in the development of Wi-Fi in the US, I always practiced the Columbo approach. Now, for those of you too young to remember, Columbo was a 1970s TV program in which a dishevelled detective, Lieutenant Columbo, played by Peter Falk, bumbled around the set for most of the episode, giving the crims the idea he was an idiot. In the final minutes, however, he would draw insightful observations together and nail the bad guy. My partner in crime, Dave Skellen, and myself used to do the same thing, be it in the US, Japan or Europe. We'd blow into some company in our professor uniforms, that is beige slacks, light blue shirt, red power tie, blue blazer and brown shoes, not unlike what I've got on today, and announce, "G'day, we're professors over from Australia. Interested in your product X? What can you tell us about it?" 99% of the time the people would open up and tell us everything they knew and more. After all, how dangerous could a couple of kangaroo professors be? Meanwhile, we'd never let them know that we knew anything. We'd go back to our hotel room and pull the day's intelligence data, what market sizes were, what new products were in the pipeline, etc., etc., usually pure gold, just by listening and suppressing our egos. So I don't get to wear the uniform much nowadays, today's an exception, but I still use the same approach. Recently, I started a new career, quite accidentally, in the aviation industry, initially flying rotary and fixed-wing aircraft and then writing software for electronic flight books, or EFBs. This software has caused a revolution in the cockpit and is used by a large majority of pilots in Australia, both private and commercial, EMS, RPT, police and military. But I still do the same thing. I listen to every pilot, every talk, every air show and every customer email. And I've added numerous features suggested by pilots who have use cases that eclipse my own limited flying career. For instance, I added the Yak feature, which is a one-tap function that replaces a function previously requiring multiple taps. Why? because in the words of the pilot in question, when you're upside down in a yak, you don't have a lot of time to punch buttons. So in summary, keep your powder dry, don't fire till you see the whites of their eyes, listen, continue to learn, and you will fulfil the hope that we've put in your contribution to the forward progress of your respective countries. Good luck.
On behalf of the graduates and their families at this afternoon's ceremony, I would like to thank Professor Neil Westy for his stimulating and inspiring address. We are honoured that you have taken the time to join us on this special day to share with us your thoughts and experiences. Your words of advice and encouragement are greatly appreciated. They remind us that education places on each of us an enduring responsibility to make the best possible use of our talents and to contribute to the betterment of society in whatever way we can. Please join me in again thanking Professor Neil Westy.
I will now receive the candidates for degrees. I call on the Vice-Chancellor.
Deputy Chancellor, I, Professor Warren Bebbington, Vice-Chancellor and President of the University of Adelaide, certify to you and the whole University that the graduates who will be presented to you have fulfilled all the conditions prescribed for admission to the awards for which they are so presented.
I, Diane Davidson, the Deputy Chancellor of the University of Adelaide, by virtue of the power committed to me by the University, confirm that each graduate is admitted to the rank and privileges of a holder of the award in the University of Adelaide for which they are so presented. I call on the Deputy Dean of the Faculty of Engineering, Computer and Mathematical Sciences, Associate Professor, Professor Michael Liebelt, to present the graduates from the Faculty of Engineering, Computer and Mathematical Sciences.
Deputy Chancellor, I, Associate Professor Michael Liebelt, present to you graduates from the Faculty of Engineering, Computer and Mathematical Sciences. To the degree of Bachelor of Mathematical and Computer Sciences, David James Edwards. David also receives the Bachelor of Engineering. And Christina Norikos. To the degree of Bachelor of Science in the Faculty of Mathematical and Computer Sciences, Peter Ardalik. To the degree of Bachelor of Engineering, Anwar bin Jamir. Ahmad Anwari Aslan Ayubi. Fraser Neil Baker. Peter Graham Bowie. Manraj Singh Man Bhupinder Singh. Liam Dunstan Blight. Mitchell Philip Bowley. Jarwin Chin. Tristan James Cook. Jiping Dai. Alexander Peter Doherty. Michael James Hart. Han Jiang. Jason Lee. Michael Lian. Mohammed Nabi Narshad. Viet Tung Khan Nguyen. Alistair John Oliver. Stevie Rose Trelaw. Sarah Belinda Wentworth. Drew Reese Wolfendale. And Jihao Zhang. To the degree of Bachelor of Computer Science, Fan Sing Ong. Samuel Philip Jeske. Ka Wai Lee. Tom Paul Parker. Dylan Lee Vader. And Lei Zhang. To the degree of Bachelor of Computer Science Advanced, Samantha Ray Peachy. To the degree of Bachelor of Engineering with Honours, Mohammed Shamil Abkalam. Jafar Al-Rashid. Abdul Malik Mansour Al-Al-Mohana. Narelle Sarah Bennett. Nicholas Anthony Brazali. David Robert Burns. Dee Tsao. Chan Tse Chun. Lisa Chow. Meng Fei Chen. Yi Chen. Chu Chu Xiang. Matthew William Clark. Andrew John Crow. Andrew also receives the Bachelor of Finance. Philip Jonathan Curran. Jingxian Du. Maxime Dupree. Chengfeng Fan. Reese John Flory. Andrew Philip Galash. Xiao Shui Gu. Chen Yang Huang. Mitra Karimi. Matthew Tristan Knight. Zoe Last. Lee James Lawson. Zacchaeus Leong. Zacchaeus also receives the Bachelor of Mathematical and Computer Sciences. Chen Li. Mingyao Li. Anthony Chung Yi Liu. Shen Long. Ashadara Manikam Suresh Kumar. Duncan Marshall. Lewis Henry McBride. Ethan Samuel McKim. Paolo Francesco Mocarella. Farah Zorana Muhammad Reis. Siti Mashita Binti Muhammad. Anthony Kent Murphy. Christopher Dungdee Nella. Charles Peter Newland. Nguyen Huang Noa Uyen. Hung Kong Nguyen. Tay Van Nguyen. Penelope Nugent. Ahmed Faisal Omar. Luke Jeremiah Alfonso Ortego. Mark Richard O'Sullivan. Mark Christopher Padavan. Cheng Hao Pan. Michael Peter Parasotto. James William Russell. Chen Chen. Hayden James Shearlaw. Jim Yu Tang. Christopher Target. Christopher also receives the Bachelor of Mathematical and Computer Science. Umberto Luke Tedesco. Wei Xian Teo. Sebastian Jeremy Tiburcio. Rachel Lee Tucker. Nicole Lauren Udy. Patrick Remus Vabolis. Harrison James Brian Wallace. Haoyan Wang. Xin Wang. Michael Waskiel. Junhan Jung. Haijie Zhang. Shiqi Jiang. Suyu Jiang. Yin Ji. And Zishan Zhou. To the honours degree of Bachelor of Computer Science, Lachlan Birdsey. Adrian Robert Johnson. And Kane Daniel Edward Valente. To the degree of Master of Software Engineering, Fawaz Abdul Aziz E. Alatel. Hamid Tamazdi. And Junhua Wu. To the degree of Master of Sciences Defence, Adrian Min Ki Chan. To the degree of Master of Petroleum Engineering, Chukwudi Uba Anyanwu. Alban Eric Richsteiger. And Ahmad Budaman Yaqub. To the degree of Master of Engineering Civil and Environmental, Yu Fu. Yun Jie Liu. Lei Lu. And Ying Zhang. To the degree of Master of Computing and Innovation, Jua Yue Liu. And Bowen Tao. To the degree of Master of Computer Science, Qian Chen. To the degree of Master of Engineering Mechanical, Gurdeep Singh. Maya Hadari. Yanan Zhang. Gol Amali Mansurapaki. Ji Wang. And Jia Rui Shu. To the degree of Master of Engineering Mechatronic, Pei Xin Zhang. To the degree of Master of Engineering Electronic, Alfred Noel Dessar. And Fan Ping. To the degree of Master of Engineering Electrical, Chachi Andy Hu. Syed Ihsan Norazadeh. Shyam Selvaraja. Chenhui Yang. And Yue Jiao. To the degree of Master of Engineering Civil and Structural, Lei Gu. Naran Deepak Vinoba Gandhi. Fei Wang. Zhou Guang Wei. To the degree of Master of Engineering Chemical, Yi Wen Chen, Yusuf Sabri, and Yushao Sun. To the degree of Master of Engineering Aerospace, Arpit Saxena. To the degree of Master of Philosophy, for a thesis entitled Ochre Theory of Riemann Surfaces, William Crawford. For a thesis entitled Nutrient Removal and Recovery by the Precipitation of Magnesium Ammonium Phosphate, Guang'an Jia. For a thesis entitled Data-Driven Model Selection and Parameter Estimation using Semi-Automatic Approximate Bayesian Computation to Reconstruct Population Dynamics from Ancient DNA, Adam Benjamin Rawlach. And for a thesis entitled Interval Markov Chains, Performance Measures and Sensitivity Analysis, Ming-Mei Teo. To the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, for a thesis entitled Application of Memory-Based Approach to Multi-Objective Optimization on Dynamic Resource-Constrained Project Scheduling with Time-Varying Number of Tasks, Manuel Blanco Abello. For a thesis entitled Petrophysical and Mineralogical Evaluation of Shale Gas Reservoirs, a Cooper Basin Case Study, Maqsood Ahmad. For a thesis entitled Towards Unsupervised Online Band Selection in Hyperspectral Imaging, Gautam Balasubramanian. For a thesis entitled Modelling Environmental Turbulent Fluids and Multiscale Modelling Coupled Patches of Wave-like System, Meng Tsao. For a thesis entitled A Study of Stewart Platform-Based Manipulator for Applications in Biomedical Testing, Boyin Ding. For a thesis entitled New Dynamic Analysis Techniques for Structural Members Subjected to Blast Loads, Jonathan Dragos. For a thesis entitled Modelling Power Market and Pricing Electricity Derivatives in a Regime Switching Framework, Ahmed Saifeddin Hamada. For a thesis entitled As Projective as Possible Image Stitching with Moving DLT, Julio Cesar Hernandez Zaragoza. For a thesis entitled Application of Concentrated Solar Radiation to Chemical Looping Combustion, Saeed Mehedi Jafarian. For a thesis entitled Intelligent Discovery, Configuration and Composition of Devices in a Distributed System, Nicole Kayen. For a thesis entitled Metamaterial-Inspired Structures and Their Application in Microwave, Millimetre Wave and Terahertz Planar Circuits, Ali Karami Horostani. For a thesis entitled The Generic Simulation of Reinforced Concrete Beams with Pre-Stressing and External Reinforcement, Daniel Lachlan Knight. For a thesis entitled Design and Fabrication of Non-Noble Metal Electrocatalysts for Oxygen Reduction Reactions, Ji Liang. For a thesis entitled Approximation Algorithms for Resource Allocation Optimization, Kerwin Liao. For a thesis entitled A Recoil Resilient Luminal Support, Arish Mehedi Zadeh. For a thesis entitled Design of Bi-Orthogonal Rational Discrete Wavelet Transform and the Associated Applications, see Tran Nguyen Nguyen. For a thesis entitled An Integrated Model Risk Evaluation Model for Mineral Deposits, Grant Dion Nicholas. For a thesis entitled Frameworks for Assessing and Improving Urban Water Supply Security Planning Under Climate Change, Fiona Laura Payton. For a thesis entitled Robust Estimation in Computer Vision, Optimisation Methods and Applications, Trung Tan Pham. For a thesis entitled Neuromorphic VLSI Designs for Spike Timing and Rate-Based Synaptic Plasticity with Application in Pattern Classification, Sayed Mustafa Rahimi Azgadi. For a thesis entitled An Adaptive Multi-Objective Framework for the Scheduling of Environmental Flow Management and Alternatives Using Ants-Collie Optimisation, Joanna Margaret Zemes. For a thesis entitled Engineering Security Methodologies for Distributed Systems, Anton Viktor Yuzanov. And for a thesis entitled Multidimensional Analysis of Heterogeneous Relationships in Internet of Things, Lina Yao.
Deputy Chancellor, I, Professor Christopher Finlay, present to you graduates from the School of Economics. To the degree of Bachelor of Economics, James Leon Bator. Yathei Chen. Yathei also receives the Bachelor of Finance. Ahmad Shukri Jail Ali. Anushri Kalkani. Aaron Seo Long Leung. Lee Chuk Kik Jackie. Shuk Han Suzanne Lee. Brett Marsland. Dang Yao Nam. Ryan Chen Sui. Tongun Wei. Ellen Wild. Lisa Ann Williams. Bing Yao Yang. Shangyue Yuan. And Songzi Zhang. To the honours degree of Bachelor of Economics, Shiva Shangari Kirapalini. To the Graduate Certificate in Economics, Rudy Mahastari. Mercy Mukwe Mawangangi. Phu Win Tant. Gregorius Vergianto Apuji Angoro Putro. Sofora Korsa Uzman. And Xiang Wang. To the degree of Master of Applied Economics, Lu Chen. Bianca Zita Peters, Hak Kang Wang, and Wei Wei Zhang. To the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, for a thesis entitled Determinants and Impacts of Rules of Origin in Australia's Free Trade Agreements, Uwe Kaufmann. For a thesis entitled Indonesian Labour Market Migration to Sabah, Changes, Trends and Impacts, Syed Abdul Razak Syed Mahadi. Thank you, John. Thank you, Di.
Take this book here. I lost count of how many graduates there were then, someone would tell me. But what a wonderful representation of education we've had here this afternoon. Thank you very much indeed, all of you graduates, for coming and gracing us with your presence as well. I'd love to have a lot of conversations with you about some of those PhD topics, particularly another day. But now it does give me great pleasure to congratulate you all and to again remind you to be proud of what you've achieved here. And along the way, remember all the people who have supported you. You've done an awful lot yourselves, but there's also been, I hope in all cases, close supporters who've encouraged you every inch of the way to reach this point. And I do wish you every success in your lives ahead. As graduates of the University of Adelaide, of course, you are also now its alumni and its ambassadors. And it's 140 years this year that the University of Adelaide was established. So we have a very proud history. We now have well over 150,000 alumni scattered in more than 80 countries across the world. So you join an illustrious group, and we hope that you will continue to stay in touch with us, be proud of your achievements and your time here, and refer your friends and other aspiring graduates to us. For this afternoon's ceremony, I would like to thank everybody who has helped make it possible, and particularly our mace bearer, Sebastian, who was able to thank the orator as well. I ask all of the graduates to remain seated while the rest of us stand and applaud you once again. Thank you. And now would the graduates stand and the audience be seated, please, whilst we have the recession. Thank you very much indeed.
I think they got stuck out there. I think he got his PhD.